We agree to disagree.
It doesn't matter how it ended. What matters is...
No, in the end of the day...
Hey!
You're so...
Bro. He was driving real fast.
For 1 hour now.
Oh, yeah, they'll...
2 hours, why not?
Yeah, that covers the bottom of it.
So we are officially in Italy, Venice.
Pizzeria.
Yeah. It is midnight right now. How you do that? How you act like you're in Italy?
Oh, we took the wrong route. What? Look at where Kari took us.
Oh, look at this. Hold up. This is a dead end. You can't see this, but this is water. Our GPS human navigator took us to water. There he is, our human navigator.
Yeah. Kari the navigator.
He gets a redemption one more time.
One more time. After that, we throw you down.
That's a good thing. Ooh.
Are we here?
This is beautiful. Wow, you can't even tell from the outside. Look at this place. This is where we're about to be cribbing. Look at this. It's a nice cottage going on right here. Beautiful, let's get it. Italy.
Hey Siri, how do you say welcome in Italian?
Other than everything in the room is perfect.
Watch.
Okay, other than these chairs right here. Look at this. Very comfortable. This is just too perfect. Oh, Venice, Italy. We're loving you.
The day, our Venice adventure has started.
I swear.
Mr. Kari started.
So it is officially the end of the day here. So we finally arrived in Venice. There wasn't too much happening today, as in, of course, I did mention it was the Sabbath for me and I usually don't hustle today, but it was mostly kind of a journey of getting to Venice, which was pretty fun in and by itself. We had a little bit of time to explore around as we were waiting to get to the Airbnb. But as far as for business-wise, a business tip is basically have at least one day out of the week where you're able to kind of deload your brain. As in, it's not healthy for you to like hustle each and every single day, even though people might think that's the best way to move forward. But you have to just think about like athletes, for example. Like athletes don't kill themselves each and every day. They have days off for certain things, right? But the one thing that really can't turn off is basically you constantly think, not really, okay, on your deloading day, you don't want to constantly think about your hustle, right? You want to be able to maybe have it in the back of your mind and maybe think about a few ideas that might hit you, but you're not really constantly or continuously thinking about it. But the one thing I did do today, basically after the sun went down, is usually when I get back and check a few things here and there. And I had an issue with one of the e-commerce thing that I was telling you guys about, maybe start this video. I didn't go too much in detail on it, but the Chinese supplier was not able to ship some of the products, so I had to order from another supplier. I still have to solve that issue, so I'll probably try and solve it tomorrow later in the day. But there wasn't really too much craziness, as in I do have one other story that I'll probably share a little bit more later in detail of one of the other projects that I'm working on. Basically one of the employees was left, I left him to be the one, okay, I'll just basically tell what happened, right? So I basically left that employee to oversee the other ones, and basically the other person who was hired recently, maybe 2 months ago, thought the person overseeing him was picking on him. And it's a little bit hard to, like, as the person who's leading the entire team or CEO, you can't really pick sides. Even though you know what's right and wrong, you want to come out and tell both of them, choose a side and be like, you're right and he's wrong. What I basically have to do is come in there and show them, hey, look, first of all, you're both on the same side, and each of you guys had a good opinion on what you're trying to share. But at the end of the day, I try to kind of move the needle a little bit forward without telling them directly what I was trying to push on towards who was right or who was wrong. I was basically trying to tell them like, hey, look, the person who's overseeing you is just trying to make sure the company's staying afloat. And the reason why you feel like he was picking on you was because he actually does that with everyone else, and he has a personal conversation with everyone else who's in the team. But he wasn't really picking on you, just make sure the quality is good. But I also told that person, that one employee who felt like they were getting pressed, I was like, hey, look, like, if you're feeling like that, it's because in general, we are in a tight position at the company itself, as I did mention with everyone else in the team. But also more importantly, I was like, hey, look, I'm also going to hear what you're saying, and I'm going to tell him that he should respect your boundaries. And when he's telling you all the different things, he should come with a different tone. and etc. So you want to make sure when you're having two employees, especially if one person is a higher management, that the higher management respects the person who is he or she is overseeing. And when they do that, you still want to make sure the person who's being told something they need to change on, that you also listen to what they are feeling. Because if you end up just shoving them down with power and being like, hey, I'm your boss and the other person is overseeing you, you shut up and just listen to what they're telling you, you'll actually not end up making a good dynamic in the company. Because actually what actually ended up happening is we found a better solution of making our systems a little bit more efficient just by listening on both sides, and everyone ended up agreeing at the end. So the reason why it's a big deal about that is because if you make a business culture of where the management is basically saying anything goes and the lower management or any other employees cannot share innovative ideas, then you're basically actually going to end up destroying your company slowly, because the people who work within the company, especially people who you might consider lower level, are actually the people who really build your company up the most. So yeah, you just want to make sure you think about that when you're running your company, okay? Other than that, Venice, Italy, tomorrow, let's get it. We're about to do it. Ciao. I forgot what it is. And no, I completely forgot what you said. Goodbye, but goodbye. Let's get it. Oh, did we leave something? Oh. Ma'am, how tired are you? Or hungry?
Tired. I'm hungry.
How many
And I
servings
just
you
wanna-
getting?
Huh?
How many servings are
I'm
you
getting
getting?
10 servings.
Oh, Curry, how many
Between
servings
all
are
of
you
us,
getting?
it's 30 servings, 10 servings.
Look at this line. Just waiting for a nice tiny box of meal. You're gonna need like a few servings. A good pasta.
Good. It's authentic.
The reviews say it's
The
good.
reviews say
The line said it's good. The line says it's good.
Charlene is
Like we're willing to walk, people. Walk.
It's better be good. Better be good. Freshly made, freshly squeezed from that machine. Ate some good food. My boy Namewell has so much energy in him. So we over here on the official first day of Italy, Venice. So yeah, we basically got up, as in this guy's went to sunrise. I decided to sleep until 10, get my good 7 hours of sleep always.
yeah.
Hours of sleep are
Let
important.
me tell y'all what this man did. I woke him up, and this is what he told me. You will see me on Monday morning. This is Sunday morning.
You know, I'll still see you on Monday morning. Doesn't matter.
It's like Sunday morning, man, so.
I meant something else. Y'all are just taking my words out of context. I meant the next sunrise, okay? Because we missed today's sunrise.
Got my guy Steve here, you know. Ran out of socks.
Do it.
Huh?
Gotta wash
Washing it on the sink. Check out the size of that bath.
That's the luxury
That's not luxury.
Nice
Tell
and
him.
What's up?
What's happening?
What's happening, man?
Girls are getting ready. Don, where are we going today?
We are gonna go to.
No idea.
You don't know?
Just give me 1 second. Dodges plus and the prison. Okay. Yeah. Where are we? I think we're here. We'll go to Murano and then go to Burano.
Murano and Burano.
And be back by 5.
And we can be back by 5, yeah. So we just have to go by the
Girl,
bus.
it's a two. Oh, it's a bus.
It's a boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
people
it's 2
wanna take
miles.
boat, like,
It's 2
it's
miles.
boats, yeah.
Y'all almost forgot your precious chocolate.